Hi, I'm Deb Lamata, and this is Out of the Attic live from Delaware. Tonight's show is brought to you by R2RB Broadcasting. Find out where I have traveled to, what's going on in Delaware this week, what's new in podcast land, good music, trivia, and more. Grab a drink, get comfy, and don't... Well, I'm back, and you're going to have to wait on the music. I'm Deb Lamata, and this is Out of the Attic, live from Delaware. My guests tonight are C Stevans of Asphalt Jungle Band at the top of the show, and then the paranormal team with George, Paulette, Karen, and Tony coming up at 8:30. And George and the team will be talking about how an investigation is conducted. And then I sat down with C Stevans last night to find out all about his upcoming new single, Take It Easy, which is set to release on October 6th and on all streaming platforms. Music for tonight, well, C. Stevens asked if he could choose some music for tonight's show, from some of the music that he likes, from No Fork, Sarah and the Others, Nitro, Nitra, Kid Six, Sin on Six, Incognito, and Blood Union. I also have a couple of songs from the Fods. That was one of that. There's the opening one, the Metal Dog from their recent album, Don't Argue. That's right. The Fods are a great band from the UK. From their most recent album, Don't Argue. 7 songs, 7 styles. Each song has its own individual vibe, but being underpinned by the Fods' distinctive guitar-forward sound. Don't forget, there is still time to be a sponsor or make a donation for the open house at Second Chance Ranch Horse Rescue. You can make a donation on their website, 2crde.org. And we're really excited about the open house, October 19th, 10 to 3, live music, food truck, vendors, kids zone, and demonstrations. Join us if you can, if you're in the Felton, Delaware area. Hey, and if you're not, fly in. Okay, up next is my interview with C. Stevens, and I'm going to get right to it tonight because it was a great one, and when C. Stevens and I get together, we can get a little chatty, and I want to make sure I get everything in tonight. We talked about his new release coming out, of course, on October 6th, and that is Take It Easy. And that's kind of where the conversation started, because I had a few false starts in the beginning. It was just one of those nights. Yeah, you know how it goes. Anyway, I enjoyed this conversation with C. Stevens. I hope you enjoy it just as much, and I'll be back after the interview. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued and listen. All right, so we're back. That's right. I have with me C. Stevens of Asphalt Jungle Band with me. Hey, C. Stevens, how are you? I'm so excited to have you here tonight.
I'm excited too.
Good. It's been a while since we've chatted. We usually get together every once in a while to have a live conversation, but tonight is kind of extra special, and there's a few things we're going to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to talk about Take It Easy. Why this song?
Well, a lot of people don't realize how wide of a range of music I have, and I was always a huge Duran Duran fan. You know, and people will say, "Oh, they're a pop band, they're new wave." No, they were they were just a good band.
Absolutely.
I mean, you look at the vocal phrasing that Simon Le Bon did. You know, Nick Rhodes was just a genius at laying the synthesizers in there, and Andy Taylor was a great guitar player that people don't really realize because he couldn't show that off in Duran Duran because it's not that kind of band.
Right.
You know, it's not guitar driven, but he was a really good guitar player. And he did this song that I redid, to Take It Easy, for the American Anthem soundtrack. And just always loved it. Loved the album that it came out on a year later, Thunder, which was his solo record.
Right.
And then, of course, a lot of people don't. Some people will know that, some people won't. But he wrote a lot of Belinda Carlisle's music.
Really?
When she went solo, yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a great guitar player. Again, being in Duran Duran, you're not going to know that. But this song was just so, I don't know. Even as a teenager, it was anthemic, and I loved it. You know, and from that day, from back then in '87, I'm already thinking I'm going to do a version of this one day.
Oh my God. So this has just been on your bucket list for a while.
Oh yeah, that happens to me. I get an idea to do a song, and then another band goes ahead and does it. So, case in point, Disturbed did Land of Confusion by Genesis, exactly how I would have done it.
See?
It's like, yeah. So,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that's what happens. All right, so you got this song, you got Take It Easy. You finally get to the point where you're going to do it. And did you start out always going to be doing a music video with it?
No, because going back to our last interview, I released the EP Destination Unknown, and I didn't do any videos for that.
Right.
I just felt I'm going to let the music breathe for itself. But also, I was getting a little too busy in personal life to be doing all these videos and stuff. So no, I wasn't going to do a video for this song. I really wasn't. What made me actually go ahead and pull the trigger on that has to do with my father.
Right. So, yep. So Take It Easy. You've been working on this for a while, probably right before then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
So
Walk us through it.
yes. So I'm working on it, and it's coming along decently. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be a decent throwaway track, as I call it, just something to throw out there. And then my dad got deathly ill, and then it just, I mean, within a couple of weeks, he had passed away.
Right.
So at that point, I'm like inside of a shell.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to continue with Asphalt Jungle. I don't know if I'm going to continue with Let Your Hair Down Power or nothing, because my father wasn't just my father. He was my best friend.
Right.
We would go out and people would not recognize us as father, son. And I mean, looks and the way we acted around each other. So there was a very close friendship between me and him.
Yeah.
Also, there was a rivalry between us playing guitar, but he was on a different level than me.
Okay.
He was from the old school, the 60s and the early 70s and stuff, and he's real huge into progressive rock, but he's all about melodies and stuff, which is where I'm at now, which is kind of ironic.
Right.
But it was always funny when it came to any blazing rock solo or a rock riff or something like that. He would call me.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm from the school of the Eddie Van Halens, the Steve Vais,
Right,
stuff
right.
like that.
Right.
So, and he loves all that, but he never sat down and tried to play like them, didn't try to learn. The guys he learned from was the Safaris,
Right.
the Ventures,
Yep.
things like that. So, and Chet Atkins was another huge one for him. So it really was blues, and he actually loved to play bluegrass, believe it or not. He could do it
Really?
well. Yeah,
Oh
he
my
could do it
gosh.
well. He could do it well. He really could. So when it came, like I said, when it came time for hard rock, heavy rock stuff, he always leaned on me for stuff like that.
Cool.
So, but yeah, going back to it. So I didn't know where I was going to go. It hit me pretty hard, hit me pretty fast because,
It did.
well, I mean, 2 months prior, he's in perfect health, supposedly.
Right.
And then all of a sudden now you got stage 4 cancer. You got a couple weeks to live.
Yeah.
Well, how they missed that? But
Right.
anyways. So I put everything on hold, and while I was down there, getting the affairs in order, helping mom out, things like that, getting her situated. Let me back up. So a couple weeks, actually, about 2-3 weeks before all this went down, I had a conference call with Brian Moore and John from Rock Rage Radio and Curtain Call Records and all that, because we check in with each other every once in a while. And because I am a Rock Rage Radio artist, that I'm on their CD sampler that they give out at concerts.
Right.
So we were just talking, throwing ideas, spitballing, and things like that. And John brought up, he goes, you got to hear this. I typed it all into this AI engine and blah, 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 blah. And it spit it out. And it was a hairband song. And it was pretty good. It really was. But at the same time, you could still tell it was computer generated.
Computer generated. Gotcha.
And what I mean by that is you won't have the bending of the notes of the guitar, the sliding into the note of the guitar. You won't have a certain type of vocal phrasing. You won't hear breathing. Like sometimes you can hear somebody take a breath when they're really trying to get the emotion across.
Exactly. Well, that's it. It doesn't have any life.
Right. So still a good song, but he was doing it just to say, hey, I'm going to give this to some other bands. Go ahead and redo this. So killer idea. So the bug was there to kind of look into it, but I was against it. I was totally against it because I'm me.
I do.
I like to do everything the right way, every instrument the right way.
Everything.
So I'm reading up on this a little bit more just because I'm in, like I said, I was in a weird headspace and I was just trying to, get in a good headspace. So I'm reading up on this. And the funny thing is I started watching the documentary on how Paul McCartney and I can't remember the producer's name. Oh, but anyways, how they used AI to extract John's vocal.
Exactly.
Because what it was with that song Now and Then, when he wrote it, it was done on a cassette tape.
Yeah.
So it was all grainy, all scratchy and everything else. So, him and Ringo and everybody, they redid the music perfectly, did their own thing. George got to play on it before he died, thank God.
Right.
So they had to go back and get his stuff. But again, going back to John's vocals, so they used AI to extract this, make a model of his voice, and that's the voice you hear. It's John Lennon. It is John Lennon.
Exactly.
So it, and it got me thinking. I was like, maybe this could be used for a good tool after all. So I contacted a couple companies, here's what I want to do, blah, 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 blah. And one of them said, well, do you have recordings of your dad? I said, actually, I do. So I started pulling stuff off my phone, anything that I had of him. And I sent it to them and they made this model of him talking.
That's amazing.
And, it freaked me out because it really did sound like him. It really did. They got the phrasing down, everything. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to all this AI stuff. You still have to sing the line.
Right.
You still have to be in key. Everything, all the phrasing, everything has to be there.
Right.
Now, you load your vocal track up into their engine.
It's crazy.
And then, you pick what voice you want. And it sings it back in that voice. But again, you still have to do the work. So I'm like, okay, this is still doing the work.
Right. So it still feels like you and not just automated.
So, So these models that they made of my father are speaking. Okay. They're all speaking. It's all phonics and all that kind of stuff. So I still had to sing those backup vocals, upload it into the search engine, and of course pick my custom creation, which is him.
Right.
And then boom, now it spits it out, which was even more freaky because it did sound like him. It really did.
I remember you telling me this part, and we'll get back to that in a moment because we're going to take a break and listen to one of your songs that you have picked out. C Stevens sent me a list. He says, I don't want to hijack your show, but I'm going to anyway. So here's my song list. I was like, hey, we'll go with that. So we're gonna take a break and we will be back.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Life is beautiful, what a wonderful
picture, unwind, create. Life is beautiful, no reason to hide. Life is beautiful, don't be so fucking blind. A simple bed, a simple house, full of a spouse, someone to love me. Don't ask much and don't ask why. We live and learn and then we die. Simple bed, simple house, full of a spouse, someone to love me. Don't ask much and don't ask why. We live and learn and then we die. Simple life is simple house, full of a spouse, someone to love me. Don't ask much and don't ask why. We live and learn and then we die.
I'm loving this part about AI and your dad and how it all came about, because I know for a fact that you really went through a hard time, a hard period, and rightfully so. And so doing and working with the AI program and getting to hear your dad's voice to be on this song just had to be heart-wrenching too.
Yeah, it was, but it's the funny thing. It's what pulled my, excuse how I'm going to say, is my head out of my ass. It got me out of it. It really did. It gave me the kick in the butt that I needed. I was like, okay, if I don't do anything ever again, this is going to be it.
This is it.
Let's do this. And any musicians out there listening, look into this stuff seriously, because even the ones that supposedly have the model of, we'll say, Madonna or Lady Gaga or whatever, remember, yeah, it's going to give you that vocal back, but you still have to sing it. You still have to sing it perfectly. If you sing it off key, guess
That's
what?
what you're gonna get.
Yeah, Lady Gaga's singing off key. Here's the reason why I'm bringing this up. I'm going to continue using this going forward because it's a great tool to get backup vocals for a one-man band who can't sit there and do all those vocals. So if I want a female vocalist of a certain style, I can upload my vocal track, up there, and now I got that backup vocal. Yes, the vocal harmonizers are pretty good, but honestly, and because you've heard the song,
Yeah.
you heard the song before and you heard it after, and I went back in and I did more vocal tracks and I uploaded them and used some of their models of female singers and male singers to give me those backup vocals. And honestly, it sounds like I had those people in the studio.
It is amazing. And you're right. I have listened to it. And if you did not know how this song was put together by you with using the AI tool, you wouldn't know it. And we've talked about AI, almost a year ago. And my thing has always been, if it's used properly, it's a great tool. And here's the perfect scenario for you using it for your dad being part of Take It Easy.
Yeah. And like I said, going forward, using it for other backup vocals. I'm never going to use it for a lead vocal. To me, that's, I'm sorry. No, that's,
well, yeah.
Somebody else might go ahead and do it, but I don't agree with it.
Right.
But I mean, and the whole fun in writing a song, recording a song is the steps that you get to the end.
Right.
That's the enjoyment of it.
Right.
So if you let a computer totally generate the thing for you, what have you really done?
What have you done? So being part of it, the AI, being a tool and being part of it, I just not only you, but there's been other indie artists lately that have been using the tool as well to enhance or to, be part of. It's not the whole. Well, actually, so let's just talk really quick. You have your show coming out October 4th. For Let Your Hair Down Power Hour. I always get it first. I get to listen to it on a Sunday morning while I'm drinking my coffee, because that's my thing. And you will be the first, as I thought it should be, to debut Take It Easy on that show Friday night. So C Stevens says, oh, you know what? The heck with it, Deb. You can debut it. But I think that it is such a special tribute to your dad, everything that you have put into it, heart and soul. We are not listening to it tonight, so we are leading up to that, which I just think that's the way it should be. With that being said, though, you have done so much work, not only with using the AI, but then you put this music video together.
Yeah. So the whole idea was not to do, like I said, not to do a music video, but the song is basically just saying, take it easy, take it easy in life.
Right?
Take it like he's talking to a girlfriend. Take it easy. Why should we worry about all the hangups? Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
So I started thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? I could have some fun with this if people will get behind this.
Yeah.
And of course, you helped out with this tremendously. We put the ads out there. Hey, any of you Asphalt Jungle fans or followers and fellow independent musicians want to be a part of this video, contact me. And wow.
And the response was?
Well, the funny thing is I didn't get as many independent artists as I thought I would.
Okay.
Ones that I got was the actual fans, but they're like, I don't want to sing. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand. You're not going to be singing. You're going to be lip singing. And they're like, no, I'd rather do something else. So I got all this great footage of people acting, I don't want to say dumb, but just
Crazy.
acting goofy.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Kristen, the one girl singing into her electric toothbrush, it's my favorite part of the whole video. You got other people doing little dances. You got, I can't remember her name, but the girl down there in Australia, she's at the northernmost point of Australia.
Yeah.
She points to the sign that tells you so. And then the kids at the end, those kids at the end,
where'd you find them?
They shared that with me.
Oh my God.
The Asphalt Jungle fans shared some of that stuff with me.
Oh my God.
And some of the two girls doing that dance that's right in rhythm with the song.
Right.
Those are fans.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
And yeah, so that was really cool. So I got my buddy Mike Gable. He had to be in this because Mike's been there from the beginning, and I love what he did because he's like just so laid back, like take it easy, and sitting on a park bench.
Right, I like that one too.
Yeah. And then of course Sintel knocked it out of the park, and then the boys over there, Truth Music, JD, I Am Marshall. I love what they did, and then of course Miss Hyde playing the bass. She was having a blast doing that. So that was a lot of fun. And then of course there's this other footage that I grabbed from iStock that I felt would go good with it. And it does. The beginning of the video, the intro to it, I won't say what it is, but the first scene, actually a shout out to Y&T, the band Y&T, and the video Summertime Girls. Anybody that knows Y&T and the video for Summertime Girls, how the intro goes, they're going to get it. They're going to get what that nod is. That's why I did that.
It is yeah. I mean, I've listened to the song. I've gotten to watch the music video, and I can't wait till you release it all next week. And hold those thoughts, because we'll be right back. We've got another favorite of whose? C Stevans of the Asphalt Jungle Band, and I'll be right back.
We sat together like bookends. And to me she meant so much. It's sad to see you without a touch. Oh, those summer nights, fast in the cafe in the moonlight. See my baby and the two on wrong. It seems a shame they're all gone. Oh, it's sad to see little Joan is leaving me. Oh, what can I do? She found somebody new. So long as we've been going strong. Two singers just a singing one song. Now it's over and it's gone so fast. She's in the future and I'm in the past, yeah. Whoa, it's sad to see little Joan is leaving me. Whoa, what can
All right, and I'm telling you, I don't have to do too much tonight. I get to talk to you, C Stevens, and I already have my set list because somebody hijacked my show tonight. That's all right. I don't mind because these are great songs we're listening to tonight. So it's always fun. I kind of haven't done this before where I've had an artist or a guest say, "Hey, I'd love to share some of this, stuff that I'm listening to." And on the list, No Forks, Sarah and the Others, Nitro Nitra, which I think I put you onto them because.
Yep.
Yep, they're from the area, and there's a big concert here. It's called the Ladybug Concert, and it's all females, and they were part of that last year. We got Kid Six, Sin on Six. We've got Incognito, Ideal Horizon, Blood Union. Oh, and that band, Asphalt Jungle Band too. He can pick some of his own songs. Come on, where else can we have this much fun? But what made you think of doing that?
We both love helping the independent community. We really do. Both of us do. And that's the whole reason for Let Your Hair Down Power Hour is one, okay, you get to get inside my head and get to hear the music that I love.
Oh, wait, I'm going to interrupt. I got to pick one too, and I'm going to throw mine out, and it's the Fods from the UK who have a new album out, so I had...
Yep.
He did let me do something tonight. All right, go ahead.
I told you to pick a couple, but anyways, but no. So and Let Your Hair Down Power is just pulling back the curtain, getting inside my head, seeing the music that really, really gets me, and of course, it's always the '80s hair bands and stuff like that, and I hate that name, the hair bands, but oh well. Because not all of them are hair bands, but anyways,
no.
But that's the best way I can say it to the listener so they can understand. But yeah, and then bridging that gap with 5 or 6 independent bands that are still doing that kind of great rock and roll, that great hard rock. So I have a lot of fun doing that. And I just thought, we could sit here and play nothing but Asphalt Jungle songs, but how pretentious would that be? I'm sorry. I just want to give it back. I just really, really wanted to give it back.
No, I think it's great. I think it was a great idea for tonight's show because, like you said, we both like to do as much supporting of the indie artists. But let me tell you, Let Your Hair Down Power Hour did start, and you were doing once a week, which we know gets crazy with your schedule, my schedule, trying to fit everything in. And of course, everything kind of exploded for you when your dad passed away. You had taken a hiatus from everything, which I totally understood. And I always, prayed a little bit that you would get back to, a better spot, which you have. And so the Let Your Hair Down Power Hour is going to be once a month on the first Friday of every month. And your next show will be coming up on October 4th, where you will be debuting and premiering Take It Easy.
Yep. And some other great bands. One I do want to shout out to because he's my best friend. He's fast becoming my best friend. And that would be Crypt 13 is going to be kicking off the show.
Yeah, it is so great. And again, I already got to listen to it. So I get to listen to it again, which I absolutely love. And Crypt 13, Kurt is such a great person. I've talked to him as well. So yeah, that's such a great tribute to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, and the little caveat, of course, is Sarah and the Others.
Oh my gosh,
that's my girl right there.
Oh my God, I absolutely love her voice. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Little teaser for everybody, and hopefully, Sarah and Peter won't get mad, but we're finally doing a what do you call it? Collaboration of a song.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. I love collabs. You never know what's going to come out of the studio.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I can go ahead and announce this one. I got one in work with Connie Zunick from Detour.
Cool.
Me and Mike Abel will probably be revisiting an idea that we were supposed to do earlier this year, but we'll probably do it next year. Me and Kurt are throwing around a lot of ideas right now. We're just trying to find the one that works.
Cool.
So what me and Kurt have an idea is there'll be one song that will probably be an original his, and it'll be Crypt 13 featuring Asphalt Jungle. There is a possibility where there's going to be an original of mine, which will be Asphalt Jungle featuring Crypt 13, or it's going to be a remake, not a cover, but a remake.
Oh, cool. That one I
I'm not
cannot wait for.
Take It Easy is probably, well, no, I'd be lying if I said that. So Take It Easy is going to be, well, it still isn't really a cover because I didn't play it like Andy Taylor did. I did do it in the same key. I did do it in the same tempo, but I rewrote the guitar parts to be more like me. But still, you can put the two side by side and they're still the same. But I'm not going to do cover tunes that much anymore. The one that I referred to with Mike Abel earlier, that will be a dead-on cover song. But going forward, I'm going to do what I did with America, where I take a song, I strip it down, and I rewrite it as if I wrote it.
That's so cool. And I loved America, as you know. That was one of my favorites, absolutely. Oh my gosh. All right, well, speaking of songs, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Get ready for the rock revolution.
All right, we are back. This is Out of the Attic live from Delaware, and my guest tonight is none other than C Stevans of Asphalt Jungle Band, and we are talking about all things music and Take It Easy. And I want to go back to kind of the beginning of Take It Easy because you had some issues, and you weren't quite sure you were going to get it off the ground. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I can and I can't. Yeah, there are legalities to it. So if you go out there right now on Spotify, Amazon, or any of the streaming platforms and you punch in Take It Easy by Andy Taylor, you will not find it. You will find a karaoke version, but you will not find the original version. If you bring up the American Anthem soundtrack, you will not see Take It Easy on there on the streaming platforms. Same thing for his solo album, Thunder. There is legalities that are going on between him and Atlantic Records and all of them. I can't get into that. An independent artist puts out music, whether it's through TuneCore, Discoid, CD Baby, whatever, you get a ISRC number. All that number is a number to say, okay, this song for you to be out on these streaming platforms. It's 1 year. So every year, however much it costs you to put that song out, you have to pay that licensing fee again. Your publishing is you do a cover tune. Now you have to acquire that license for permission. Whoever owns the licensing rights to that song to do that song, all the royalties and stuff like that come later on. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? I was like, why can't I find this song on any streaming platform? Like I said, I got the background on a bunch of legalities, stuff like that. I had to purchase the licensing. I own the licensing to Take It Easy now. The cool thing about that is if somebody went out there right now and did Take It Easy with their band and they post on YouTube, I don't get anything from that.
Right.
Because they didn't apply for the licensing for it.
Right.
But if you apply the licensing, yeah, I get a little chunk of that now.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, that's the most I can say about that.
That's fine, because it was crazy, all the things that you kind of had to go through in the beginning to get this, started and off the ground, and you were going to do it, you weren't going to do it, you weren't doing anything, and so I'm so glad that you're finally here, and you are just about a week away from the release date, because the release date is October 6th on all your streaming platforms. And it will be debuting on your show Friday night, October 4th. So I also know that your mom is one of your biggest fans and always has been. What was her reaction when she first listened to Take It Easy?
She doesn't know.
Oh, my gosh.
Nope. I have not told. She knows I have a song coming out and that I'm very excited about it. That's all she knows.
Wow, you're good for not spilling the beans. So does she like to listen to your show on Friday night?
No, it's a little heavy for her.
Okay.
But actually, sometimes it's not. I'm gonna really have people laughing at this one. The Flesh and Blood tour for Poison. My mom was my date, and she wanted to go. I'd already been when they came through to Charlotte. When they came down to Atlanta, she loves Poison. She really does. She loves Poison. I took her to the show.
Oh my gosh.
My mom does listen to some hard rock, but yeah, some of the stuff that I play, she'd be like, I don't like that.
Can't wait to hear what her reaction is, because knowing all that had happened, all that led up to it, all your, blood, sweat, and tears to get it, off the ground and going, and then putting the video together and getting people to, sending clips, and there was a lot that was going on. So for you, and I'm so glad that we're finally here, just about a week out to the release of it all. Yeah, it's a great one. I can't wait for everybody else to hear it, because like I said, I've heard it. And with that, we'll be right back.
Little better since you
right, so we've got C Stevens here with me. We've been talking about Take It Easy and AI programming. We've been talking about, what it's taken C Stevens to get to this point that you're a week out for the release of Take It Easy and everything that's gone into it. Let's talk about the show a little bit, though. You put a lot of time and effort into it. I had asked you, I don't know, I asked loves to write. and so his emails can be a little lengthy. It's a good thing I got my cup of coffee. But I just wanted to know, how did you think it all out? How did you put it all together? Because it just, you just don't throw it together.
No, I don't. So basically, I start out with a template of 5 independent bands that I search, or if they send me a link, I have posted where I don't want MP3s. I don't want them, and there's two
Why?
reasons for that.
Okay.
One, you're robbing me of the journey to listen to all your stuff and to get to know you as a band better. Also, you rob me of the fact that I purchase all the independent bands songs that I play on the show.
Right.
It's another way to give back to the independent bands. But so I usually start off with 5. That's the magic number normally. Of course, this one here has, I think, 7, this show coming up.
Right.
I start off with 5 bands that all their songs work well together. Okay. So that if I really was a radio station and I played all 5 of these songs back to back, it would flow nicely. Of course, those independent bands won't be played back to back, in the show. So then what I do there is now I go searching for deep cuts, because we've talked about this before.
That's right.
I mean, okay, if Rat is going to be played on my show, you will never hear Round and Round. You're never going to hear it. I like to play the deeper cuts, the unknown cuts, or the true fan cuts. So then I go and search for songs like that work with those independent bands. And then I put it all together, I let it play, and then I make the changes, blah, blah, blah. Once I've got that all set down into what would maybe be an hour show, because it is an hour show.
That's right.
I try to leave myself maybe 10 minutes to 13 minutes of talk. That's about it. So then I go back. I know that's very hard for me too.
I didn't say anything.
It was the look on your face. But anyway, so I actually write a script. I script this out. I write out what I'm going to say.
I know.
Because sometimes I do try to give a little background on those independent bands, where you can go find them, or how they formed, or where they're from, maybe even where they're playing next. I like to do that too. And then I also try to give a little insights on some of the well-known bands too, little tidbits that I know,
right,
or that I've come across in years and stuff like that. So yeah, so I script it all out, and then I actually rehearse it. I rehearse this, and then I finally go back and do vocal takes, and I mix it down, and I give it to you on Sunday morning for your coffee.
That's right. So, and if you know me, I love my coffee. I'm up at 5 o'clock every morning, and Sunday mornings I got my cup of coffee looking for my email. So I have to listen to repeats, because now that you're only doing the show once a month, it's like, oh, okay, fine. But that's a lot, and it was a lot for you doing it once a week because of all the work that you put into this 1 hour show each week. So I, even though as much as I was disappointed and being selfish, I didn't want you to cut back, but I totally get it, because doing what you do to prep for it.
I would say researching the music, researching the bands, finding all the music I'm going to play, writing the script, and then rehearsing it down to the time that I mix it down and give it to you. I probably have 10, 12 hours in it.
Yeah, for one show, which is
show.
Crazy, yeah. And in fact, and then you also throw in the segment on what was going on in music in that whatever year you choose.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. What it is, it's always that week. That week in music history. Yeah. And then it goes by the dates. But that's a lot of fun too, to go look that up and to give that information to people. I like doing that too. So again, I'm probably spending 10 to 12 man hours, as you would say it, on putting this show together. So that's why it couldn't be a week anymore. Now, if I didn't have a job, and Asphalt Jungle was making money like it's like I would wish it would, then yeah, I could do it. I could do this show every week. But having a job, no,
I know it gets in the way.
Well, and I'm lucky because I don't have kids and I'm not married. So imagine if I had kids and I was married, I wouldn't be doing this show. There's no way.
It's hard. I mean, and I've had other guests say the same thing too. Mark Johnson was doing lives for us, and between, everything else that he was doing, it was a lot. So he did he was on for 4 weeks, and then decided that he wasn't able to, well, his wife kind of needed more time. So I totally get that, and family time and everything else. But word has it, he might be coming back on that one. But so, yeah.
I hope so.
He's
like
great.
Mark.
I love Mark. So yeah, it is a lot. I mean, I am not as polished as you are every week with my show, but I know what the time and effort that I do put into it. And along with everybody else that, comes on, I've got the DJ Nordique and the time that he puts it in for his show, the podcasts, Paul Dillon with his, The Best of Indie. Irish indie. It's a lot. People don't realize, I think, sometimes how much time and effort that everybody puts into, and even all the other independent radio shows as well, out there.
Yeah.
It's work. It's work that we all have a passion for. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it. But with your show, the end results, it's so polished and so professional that if you ever leave me, I'll never talk to you again.
No, not going anywhere. So, but I wish I could find a way to post that show on YouTube. I really do. I tried to do it, and they hit me for all the strikes and stuff like that. And
that's why.
It's and I don't understand it because there's other YouTube channels out there that play these set lists of regular artists, and they allow it. I don't get it. So I need to talk to some YouTubers that know the ins and outs a little better, because I think it'd be kind of fun to sit in front of a camera and show you what I do, and maybe play some of the videos from those bands.
Oh, there you go. But, we'll have to talk, because you can do that on the video player on the R2RB.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there's another idea. Yep.
Okay. Write that one down.
Yeah. I ain't going to put it on Facebook because you know how they are.
Oh, my gosh. So so the last several months with Facebook, since you brought it up, has just been totally insane. And I forgot what I saw today. What happened today? There was something else that happened with Facebook. It's just... is it just indie artists? Is it just everybody? I mean, I know for me, I've told this story. I had shared a new album release of a band, and I have been, and since then it was, hit for explicit, blah, 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 blah. It's like there's nothing explicit of anything except whatever. So it's really things that are happening that there, and I have said this before also, that change is coming. What do you think?
Yeah, it is coming. I mean, oh boy, you led me into you suckered me into this.
Go ahead. You got.
I've said it.
Wait. Don't go there yet. Just hold it, because I know. I know he's dying, guys. He's dying. It's okay, because we're going to be right back after this song. we are back, and we're going to talk about Facebook. I threw out my 2 cents. He's going to throw out his 10 cents. Go.
If I make anybody mad, please don't hold it against me. This is just an opinion. If Facebook continues the way that they're going, especially against the independent community, so be it. Okay. Because you know what? Facebook is not the place to brand your music. It's not. Okay.
Right.
It's just not. Yes, it's a tool to get other listeners, and to the greatest tool, in my opinion, is the networking with the other musicians. If it wasn't for Vox and Styx doing a band together, and then I got, I had that relationship with them for a little while, and then Vox and Styx, Christina coming out doing that interview show, and then she interviews Crypt 13, and then I'm watching the show, and I find out Kurt lives just not too far from me. So it's things like that it's been great on Facebook, but to sit there and put all your effort in thinking that Facebook is going to be the platform to get your music heard, you're in for disappointment. So you know what? If Facebook does keep going the trend that it's going, it's no big loss, other than us all becoming friends. And, because I wouldn't know you.
Nope.
I wouldn't know Kurt. I wouldn't know Christina. I wouldn't know Burlos. I wouldn't know any of those people. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. But that's what a social media platform is supposed to do.
Exactly.
Okay. So I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I don't even have an opinion on it because it doesn't make sense. But I got a funny feeling that most of us independent artists, I would say 95% of us, aren't even established enough on Facebook to make them any money.
Exactly.
And we know how it is. Everything comes down to money.
Money. Bingo.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's what it is. Because if you don't have 10,000 followers, you are not eligible to be the whole meta thing where you can be gaining money, just like on YouTube.
Right.
You gotta have some. Right. So if you don't have 10,000 followers, you're not eligible. And how many of us are so short of that? A lot of us. So, again, guys, you got to get out there and look at other avenues to get your music out there and heard. Again, it's great. The community is great. I love everybody in it. I love what everybody tries to do, but I think the changes are coming. We're going to be swept under the rug, and we're not going to be on Facebook anymore. That's how I see it.
Yeah, something like that. I agree that something along those lines. It's either going to be, a subscription for indie artists to be able to showcase their music, themselves. And it's not going to help. It's not going to be helping the indie community. No. It's unfortunately, but there's other avenues to use out there too. So you just have to take a minute to, there's plenty of, as I said, independent radio shows. There's plenty of other ways to have your, get your music out there. Streaming still is going to be the way for everybody to listen to it. To make those sales, then, you just have to kind of think outside the box. Yeah.
And again, I mean, what the best thing anybody can do is, you have your band page, but you also have your personal page. That way you can still stay connected with all these great musicians that you become friends with and that you want to help. You can do it through that's the one place I've found that they don't strike you at. So I can sit there all day long on my personal page and post stuff for every band that I love and even play their videos, and I don't get a strike. I do it on the Asphalt Jungle page. Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, you're blocked for 24 hours because it doesn't meet community standards. But wait a minute, that 18-year-old girl taking her top off does?
That was it too this afternoon. That's exactly, it wasn't the girl taking her top off, but it was an ad for it was a little bit explicit, and that's taken down. But the band that was posting about it, they got struck down for I don't know what. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I mean, I have seen it, and I remember there was a little time there back in the beginning when Band Together was just starting to kind of take off for Christina and them. There would be people come in there and they would post porn videos. It's like,
come on.
And if Christina and them didn't know about it, it would have kept going, and
Right.
Facebook never did a damn thing about it.
Yeah, no.
But we go out there and say, hey, go out here and listen to, listen to like Incognito Theory, Touch Strike,
Yeah.
what the hell,
I
and
know.
especially if you give a link outside of Facebook. Oh, you've done a mortal sin right there.
Yeah, it's true, because when I post for the R2RB broadcasting, and if I still have issues sometimes if I'm using the URL for my website. It won't. It just I'll write out this whole post it, and it's like, oh yeah, no. So I have learned to copy and paste what I write because I get around that.
Well, here's the funny thing. I had one happen to me earlier this year. So, in the info section where you fill everything out on your
Right.
band page or whatever, you list your YouTube, you list your Instagram, you list your own web page, right?
Right.
I got struck
Oh,
for
you did?
giving out my own web page, asphaltjungle.com. I got struck for that.
But do you know when this all started? Really became prevalent.
Basically, it kind of started creeping in around May.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse. It's gotten
It
worse
has.
since July. July has been real bad.
And my theory is that it's AI, because now they're really able to send out all those spiders and take everything down that they feel shouldn't be used out there. And this is where I say that's when AI is being, not being used properly, when you're knocking down people that you shouldn't be. AI doesn't care who you are.
Right. And I think you just struck on something there. So they're using the AI to do probably all these searches for certain words, certain things, like certain things and stuff. And they mean well. They probably do mean well. But the bad thing is you're letting a robot, a computer, do something that has human touch to it.
Exactly.
A human can see that something is not with community standards better than a computer can.
Exactly.
And that's where the problem comes in at.
It's frustrating. Oh my! It is so frustrating with it all. And I know we haven't seen the last of it. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to have another song up, and one of C Stevens, one of many that he listens to, and we'll be right back.
Tired bones, broken homes.
right, and we are back, and we're winding it down with C Stevans of Asphalt Jungle Band. We have been talking about his upcoming new release, Take It Easy. I cannot wait for the release. I've listened to it many times. We are not debuting it tonight. As I said earlier, this song is near and dear to C. Stevens for many different reasons. But the top of the list is because his dad is on this song with him in his heart. So he did say, Debbie, you want to? Well, first it was like, no, you're not sharing it. I'm doing it. And I was like, fine, whatever. And then C said that, no, you can go ahead. I was like, no, I really felt that this song has meant so much to you. You have put so much into it. I know personally what you've put into it, that C Stevens is debuting the song on Let Your Hair Down Power Hour, Friday, October 4th. The show starts at 9 p.m. on r2rb.com, so please mark your calendars and tune in. One, it's an awesome show, and it is an awesome song, so please mark your calendars, and then it will be released October 6th on all the streaming platforms, wherever you listen to your music or purchase.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, this is the one time where I didn't send a track out ahead of time to anybody. So that's why I was like, nope, you're not getting it, type of thing. Cause it was, I've done it always with you.
Yes.
Every time. And and you're always the first one. And then I won't name them, but, the other independent artist, radio, personalities, I give it to them too, usually a week or two later after you get it.
Right.
And they've done me a solid. You've done me a solid. They've done me a solid. It does help set the song up, but like you said, how special this song was. It's like, I just didn't want to do that this time. I wanted it just to boom, there it is in your face. Yep. Here it is. And maybe just talk about it. Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do tonight, was talk about Take It Easy, Let Your Hair Down Power Hour, C. Stevens and Asphalt Jungle Band, because you have so much going on. You've got great music. You have been around for more than a minute, and you've got a great fan base, and you've worked hard at building that fan base. Which we're going to have to do another show.
I do always say that Asphalt Jungle's got the best fans in the world, and I when I say that, people, I mean it. I really do. You guys amaze me. I am not, like Wayne on Wayne's World, we're not worthy. I'm not worthy. I mean, but no, I have some of the best fans in the world, and I pinch myself every day that I have those fans that are listening to my music, interacting with me sometimes, and I'm speechless. This is just supposed to be a hobby for me, and you guys have made it much more. You've made a lot of dreams come true so far. Again, Asphalt Jungle fans are the best.
Yeah, well, you deserve them. I mean, I've not been following you for a long time, but since the day that I started following you and listening to your music and sharing what we've shared with your music, it is more than just, I say this often, it's always a passion of the indie artist, obviously their music, but yours goes a little bit deeper than that, and that's what comes through with your music.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, C. Stevens. Well, once again, as always, it's been a great conversation. I can't wait till Friday for everybody to find out and listen to and read their reactions to Take It Easy. What else you got that you want to share with us tonight?
Well, aren't you going to play it that Sunday night?
Well, yes.
Okay, there you go. You got to self-promote, Deb. You got to self-promote.
Well, look who's talking. Tonight was all about you, and yes, I get to play the song Sunday night on Out of the Attic live from Delaware. I'm so thrilled. I've enjoyed this journey with you, with all your releases this past year, and being able to be on board from the beginning to the release. I have learned so much from you as well. I came into this community knowing liking music, and that was about it. But all the indie artists that have welcomed me, shared, their knowledge of so many different things. You in particular, Sintel is another great one. He shares a lot with me as well, because, we all can listen to music, but we don't all necessarily know what goes on and how it's all put together. So that's my journey, and that's what I love about it, is just getting to know all the backside of it all.
Well, I've been around for a long time. I've been in and out of it in one aspect or another. I mean, there was a long stint there in the late 90s, early 2000s, that I was a session musician in Atlanta and up in Memphis. So yeah, I've been around it for a long time. I've been doing this since I've been playing in bands since I was 14, but I've been what I call a professional since I was 19.
Yeah.
So, anybody wants, I've had a good look behind the looking glass, especially when I was a session musician. That's where I learned all my stuff on how the music business is run. I don't know everything. But anybody ever wants to pick my brain, feel free to reach out to me. I will help you.
Yeah, absolutely. You are the person, one of the people definitely to reach out to and talk to, especially I think the new indie artists, starting out. I can't imagine these days, starting your career with the way everything is.
Yeah. And I want each and every one of you to have success. Each and every one of you. I want to see all of you have success, because every one of you, whether I play you on my show or not, y'all are putting out some tremendous music. I mean,
oh my gosh,
there's so many bands that I listen to that will never be played on my show, only because it doesn't fit the format. Right. But I love them, like Entropy in music. Love his stuff. Love Truth Music. Love what they do. Love Bone Locker. Oh God, there's a guy.
Oh, he's going to be a guest. He's going to be a guest. Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Bone should be way up there, even more than what he is.
And he and Sintel both had releases on this past Wednesday, September 25th. They both had albums go out. Oh my gosh, right. I've been listening to the both of them.
I mean, so know that I just don't listen to hard rock. Okay, guys, I listen to everything. I love everything, and don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will give you every bit of information I can to help you out. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to make it. I'm not looking for a record deal. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. Yes, I got some great fans along the way, and I couldn't be happier about that. But again, I'm here to help you. You want to reach out to me, find me on Facebook, email me. I don't care. I will give you everything that I've got to help you out.
You will. Absolutely. C Stevans, I appreciate you. And once again, take it easy. October 4th. Yeah, right? There you go. I liked how I did that one, huh?
Yeah. Nice segue.
Nice segue, right? Friday night, 9 p.m. on R2RB. And that's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the debut of Take It Easy on Let Your Hair Down Power Hour. I think I get to do that too sometime over the weekend. And then October 6th, before we know it, it will be released. And I'm so excited for you. Thank you, C Stevans, for joining me tonight.
Thank you, as always, Deb, for having me on.
All right,
and
folks.
And you know what? The wheels didn't come off this time.
I know, we were pretty good. If you've caught some of our other shows, we can go back real quick.
Yep.
But we had a purpose tonight. All right, I'll be back. C Stevans, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Time to
You are listening to Real Broadcasting.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that interview with C Stevans of Asphalt Jungle Band. Yep, let me say it one more time. The release, Take It Easy, October 6th. He will be debuting it on his show Friday, Let Your Hair Down Power Hour, Friday, October 4th, 9 p.m., all hours in the Eastern Standard Time. Wow. Okay. Coming up at 8:30, it is the paranormal team. I've got George, Karen, and Tony. Yep, that's coming up, and we're going to be talking about conducting paranormal investigations. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back, and some more good music from whose list? Asphalt Jungle. All right, I'll be back.
Screaming down the road, straight rage overload. Yeah, you think you're gonna fight with the windows rolled up tight. Whoa, I'm gonna knock you out for talking trash and running that big mouth round and pound. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no doubt I'm gonna knock you out. Gonna knock you out. Be God, what it takes. Come on, step in my cage. Go on, ring that bell and unleash your private hell. Whoa, I'm gonna knock you out for talking trash and running that big mouth round and pound. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no doubt I'm gonna knock you out. Get off my ass, my ass. Or I'll slam on the brake. Or I'll slam on the brake. Now shut your face. So I feel your fate. Whoa, here it comes. Whoa, I'm gonna knock you out for talking trash and running that big mouth round and pound. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no doubt I'm gonna knock you. Whoa, I'm gonna knock you out for talking trash and running that big mouth round and pound. What I'm talking about. Ain't no doubt I'm gonna knock you out. Gonna knock you out. Gonna knock you out. Gonna knock you out. Knock you out.
Yeah, knockout. Knocked them out of the ballpark with all these great songs tonight. All right, well, coming up in the next segment, it is the Paranormal Investigation Team. That's right, and we are headed into October next week. Where did the time go? I don't know. Can you please tell me? And it's been a year. It will be a year in October that I actually started talking with George about paranormal investigations because I was looking for stories to share in the month of October and leading up to Halloween. And George and Paulette were with another investigation team at that time, and things have evolved since then. So George and Paulette are out on their own, and tonight Karen and Tony will be joining them. I will let them introduce themselves to you, and that's coming up at 8:30. So, yep, lots of things going on. And tomorrow's Monday, in case you didn't know that. I just want to send out some prayers to all those affected by this horrific hurricane coming through Florida and the Carolinas. And in fact, my daughter and her family are in North Carolina. Fortunately for my daughter, they lost power, they lost some trees, no damage to their house though they do have some neighbors with some damage from falling trees, and they're near a town, luckily far enough that they're not going to be affected, but horrific pictures coming in from that terrible Hurricane Helene. So yeah, it's crazy, and just absolutely awful with the loss of life as well. So our prayers and condolences going out to all those families, and I know it's going to be a long cleanup. All right, people, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to run with it with a yak, yak, yak. All right, I'm going to play next up the Fods, Good Night Sleep, and I'm going to get the team on the line with me, and we'll be back. That's right. The paranormal team is going to be joining me. Don't go anywhere. Listen to this great song.
Just got high, I'm not coming down. It's the time of my life, I'm not on my own. Just seen you moving, coming up to me, but all I ever wanted was a good night's sleep. I'm out on the plane while you're coming on me boat. I waited for this moment for about a year, but all I ever wanted was a good night's sleep. I just got high, I'm not coming down. I just got high, I'm not coming down. I can't see straight what I really mean. All I ever wanted was a good night's sleep. Coming out, it's the time of my life, but I'm in on my own. I seen you moving, coming up to me. All that's gonna happen is a good night's sleep. I've been struck down, but I want to hold. I'm in on my own while you're coming on me bold. Longing for this moment for about a year. All that's gonna happen is a good night's sleep. Coming out, I just get by. I'm staying in alone. You're drinking in the bar. I don't have the means. All that's gonna happen is a good night's sleep. Say goodbye to this life of my own. I tried so hard, always on my own. See you from a distance with your perfect family. Now's the perfect time for my good night's sleep.
All right, and that was the Fods, Good Night Sleep, and hopefully I'm going to get everything working here. Bear with me. I have on the line, I have George, I have Tony, and I have Karen, right?
Yes.
All right. I said earlier, so everybody bear with me. I just have somebody sound checking me. If you just hold on 1 second, because sometimes I can tell if this isn't working or not, but So we'll just rattle on here. So it's been a minute since we've all been together to talk about paranormal investigations, right?
Yes.
And has things been going on behind the scenes with investigations?
Haven't really had any. I don't know about Tony. Tony, have you had any?
We had a couple of private investigations last month. We have a couple of public events coming up next month in October. But yeah, it's been died out. Usually you see a lot more activity around this time because everybody's curious. And of course, when the word hits, Halloween hits, everybody feels that their house is haunted at that time. But yeah, it goes. We have our seasons, and our season starts in September up until about January. Then it kind of dies out a little bit.
Well, and I just said before I got you all on the line, it's been a year since I talked to George and Paulette when they were with a different team, and I can't believe the year has gone by, and here we are, October. It's going to be October 1st on Tuesday. It's like, where did the time all go to?
Yeah.
All right. So what do we? So I got the okay. I wanted to make sure that everybody could hear us out in Radio Land.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, cool. Oh, good. I know you guys can hear me. All right. So tonight, what are we talking about?
We are going to talk about what to do and what not to do when you're going on an investigation.
Oh, okay. All right. And
Yeah.
so do you actually have well, here we go. Here goes my questions. When you put your team together, if you're a new team, then is this something that you go over with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead. Tell us about what to do and what not to do on an investigation.
Well, we make sure that nobody wears perfume. We make sure that they're not loud. Don't carry equipment there that we don't need. Like turn your cell phone down, and you just got to make sure everything's quiet.
So let's back it all the way up to perfume. Why not the perfume?
Because sometimes you'll pick something up in the house. Like my house, you used to smell cigars, and somebody's got perfume, and you're going to think it's in the house, and it's not.
Oh, okay. All right. So it interferes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have a similar story. We were doing the Wellwood in Maryland, and as we're just scouting out the place, before we even got permission to go to investigate, we were smelling cigars.
Oh, wow.
And we couldn't figure out why. So when we started talking to the owner, Larry, he said, yes, one of the founders of that inn at that time owned a cigar factory in Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
And that right there, that piqued our interest right then and there. And that's we had to get in there at that point. But you definitely get smells, and you have to be careful. Like George says, if you go there with cologne on, or if you go in there smelling like cigarettes, you don't know if it's present or something from the past, a residual from the past.
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't even have thought of that at all. And of course, with phones, I mean, it's, we all have our phones on us, and we all have our phones turned on, and they always somebody's always calling you at the most inopportune time.
Yeah.
You have to make sure the phones are on airplane mode too, because the frequency from your phones will actually set off our equipment. So you're going to be asking questions, and if your phone is peaking the internet, you're going to get false readings. So you have to make sure you're on airplane mode.
Oh, wow. Wow. You guys have thought of it, because I wouldn't have thought of that as well. I would probably just put it on silent.
Well, that's because a lot of the activity is the I don't want to say electrical current, but it's all that magnetic current and stuff that you get. So if you have your phone on, that's going to pull what it also will could drain your battery.
I've heard that. Yeah.
As well. It could drain your batteries or phone. So if you really want your phone later, you want to turn it off.
Agreed, because we all want our phones later, that is for sure. But do you use your phones at all? I mean, do you take pictures? I'm sure we all, sometimes we'll grab our phone so quickly to take pictures. Or is it better to take a picture with a real camera?
I usually use a camera.
It's hit or miss. There are some out there that prefer their camera on their phone, or they use their voice recorder on their phone. And it's hit or miss. We have to make sure they do have it on airplane mode if they prefer to do that. There's a big, there's I don't want to say the word controversy, but there's a big debate on there's actual paranormal apps that you can put on your phone to detect voices, detect this or that. I'm not a big fan of the phone apps. I think they can be pre-programmed. I think that some of it's false readings, but there are some people who really, really like their phone apps. So again, that's a hit or miss. That's up to the team to decide.
Right.
I don't know if George or anybody else on the call, what their experience is with those phone apps, but gotta be very careful.
I know I have two pictures. Actually, we were talking about it tonight. I have two pictures that one actually was the Amazon person was delivering a package to my house, and he took a picture of the package. Well, in the door was a dog, and the front door was closed, but it looked like it was open because I went home. So the front door was closed. You did not see the front door. You could see the dog standing there like the door was open. And it happened to be the person who used to live, because I know him and I talked to him because he doesn't live too far from me. It's his dog. It's his dog that died in the house.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I have another picture, and that's just from taking pictures. Sometimes you just take a picture when you're somewhere and something comes up. That I actually took when my grandson, it was Christmas, and my grandson was an altar boy it was at St. Anthony's Catholic Church. And the little girl that he was walking with, there was a priest actually had attached to her. Oh. Because the little girl wasn't supposed to be doing that job. That was always a boy's job.
Right.
Yeah. So I actually have two really, really good pictures that we definitely know,
Oh, wow.
that, yeah. So your cell phone can pick up really good pictures. You can pick up, you can pick up all kinds of stuff.
Right.
And that's if you're honest and don't go and play with it and all that other stuff. Right?
Exactly. That's right. And I'm sure, with all, like you said, all the apps for our phones, we're always so quick to grab those phones and the apps. But I'm kind of the same school as all of you, that I would rather have the equipment that was made for your investigations versus your phone that you can, manipulate so easily.
Right.
I don't ever catch anything. And Paulette catches all the pictures of it. I could be down the same room with her all night. I never catch one thing. She'll come upstairs, get a bottle of water, go back downstairs. Within 5 seconds, she's got a whole video of stuff.
See, she's got that energy, George.
I don't know what it is.
And if it's in your house, there's a lot of energy in your house as well.
She catches most of the pictures. I don't see them.
Oh my gosh. So have you been out on an investigation with seasoned or new investigators and, just out of nowhere, they're doing things that, you've probably gone over with them, and how do you handle that situation that when they go rogue?
That's a real good one, because we do at times it does happen. You'll have people that think that they know what they're doing, and you kind of have to be nice about it and corral them up and say, hey, if you want to be a part of this, because you can't be, talking real loud, and you can't be, because you're trying to hear stuff,
right?
You're trying to see, and you can't get all excited, and you have to be respectful.
Oh, I like that.
That's what it all boils down to.
That's it.
If you're in a museum, you're in somebody's home, you need to be respectful for the people that are there, because a lot of times you could be there because they're having a bad entity, and if you're acting like a fool, then that's not good for the person that lives in that home, because they're already scared enough because they called you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you just kind of have to, wrangle them in and just say, hey, we don't do it this way. And if you want to do it that way,
start your own team.
Exactly. And that happens.
Just got to be professional. And the worst thing is, don't ever run. Don't ever run out.
Oh, I wouldn't even think of that, but I guess there must be a situation where people have.
Yeah, people will run out, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not only, I mean, you're not only. It's not dangerous just for the person running. It's dangerous for anybody else that might be there that you could run into.
Right.
And you don't know what you're going to be running into.
Right.
Either. Like, you don't know what's over in that other room, or you don't know maybe we don't want you there because there's something we're trying to fix.
Right.
Sometimes, that could be an issue.
Absolutely. I mean, I've only been on one investigation, and that was with George and Paulette, and seeing what the team did at that investigation and how it was conducted. And you are in a mostly, dark house, because you dim the lights, turn the lights down, turn the lights off. There's equipment set up, so I can't fathom anybody really. I mean, I can understand because, things happen, but I really can't fathom anybody like running out of some place, because outside is probably just as dark, and I don't think I would want to go there either. But just respecting everybody in the room, the equipment that is set up. I mean, ask questions, I guess, too, if you feel uncomfortable, or at least say to somebody, I can't stay here. You need to walk me out, which I was brave. I didn't leave.
But we shouldn't have let the guy there. Deb, you were there.
Yeah.
He was a little loud and a little bit intoxicated.
It was.
He was on most of the recordings more than anything. So
yeah, I mean, it was an interesting evening. How not to do the investigation.
We told him to be quiet. I don't know how many times.
Oh my gosh! So. Yeah, you did. And yeah, so there's your there's your class right there on how to what not to do. And you're right. I almost had forgotten about that part about being quiet, because your equipment is very sensitive as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, too, I don't think it's a good idea to ever bring children.
No.
No, I would agree.
I think this is something that should be an adult. I mean, I know kids really have heightened senses. My daughter, all her life, I've known what she has seen and everything, and we talk about it. But I would never have ever taken her on an investigation as a child.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Even though I know in our own house what she saw, what she witnessed, what was going on, because I saw it too.
Right.
But I would never take her outside somewhere else
to
and
somebody
say,
else's.
Okay, let's go see what you can find out. I mean, she's an adult now,
right,
old enough to make up her own mind, but she won't have anything to do with it, and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's up to her. But I think a lot of people want their kids to get involved, especially with Halloween and everything coming along. They think, oh, she's 15, she's 14, she's 16, he's whatever. I don't think it's a good idea unless you're an adult to do something like this, because it can be, they can attach to you. If you have a bad entity, that bad entity can attach to that, and then the kids don't know what to do with it once it sticks to them. And once it's on them, you need somebody to remove it.
Wow.
And that can be really scary.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I'm sure people don't even think about that part of it. I mean, I wouldn't bring children anyway, but then just having you give a little more detail of why. I mean, people don't think that far. They're just like, oh, let's go, see what an investigation is like. And I agree. You should definitely be 18 years or older. I mean, all kidding aside, when it's being done properly in the investigation. Agreed.
Well, go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
We've learned too by, unfortunately by experience, that I don't even mention that I have a young child at home. There's times where during an investigation, you realize that there may be a child spirit present. And if you bring up the fact that you have a child, they may come home with you. They may attach with you because they want to come home and play with the child. So we've had that. That's actually happened before. So we may introduce who we are. My name is Tony. We're just here to figure out your story and stuff like that. But we do not say anything about home life or anything like that, because we don't want to perk that curiosity and have something attached to you to come home with you.
Exactly.
That's right, George. George, that's why I'm not coming to your house.
Oh, you'll be safe.
Poor George.
They more or less stick to Paulette.
Yeah, okay. But
Yeah,
it's
we call yeah,
you go ahead.
we call the entities hitchhikers. My sister and I do because
Oh,
it
there you
never
go.
fails. Every time she goes away and she comes home, she's always got a hitchhiker with her.
Wow.
And it could be like she's been to, like when she was in Charlotte, North Carolina, some of the states and stuff that they went through and things that they just did it with friends.
Mm.
And she doesn't even have to talk to them, see them, or anything. They just come with her.
Oh wow. She has
You
that
know, so
aura.
we always have to, yeah, and we're always doing, got to cleanse her, got to get that done and get them off of her, and it's like, because she'll be real cold and can't get warm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know I got another hitchhiker,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
and it happens to her all the time.
Wow.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that term. Thank you for that. I like that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Hitchhiker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tony,
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any names, but the first team we were on, we had a team member that something always happened.
oh yeah.
You know
Oh
what
yeah.
I'm not going to
Everything
mention her
always
name.
happens to this person. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she got hit with a rock. She got scratched. She got punched.
Oh wow.
It was crazy.
Wow.
And you also have to be careful because I had them on my team too. You have somebody who always believes there's something there. Not every investigation you're going to find something. Not every
Yeah.
you could be to the
Right.
same place 3 times, already documented that there's activity, but there's not going to be activity every time you go.
Yeah.
And then you get these folks that no matter what they do, they may be sensitive, but whenever they're there, they have that drama that follows them. So you got to be very careful with those individuals and work with them so they can work through it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, good information. I will say this because I say it every time that we get together. You may not believe in paranormal. You may not believe in the investigations, but listen to what Tony, Karen, and George and the other guests that they have had on, the information that they give you. We talk about the equipment. We've talked about tonight about what to do, what not to do on an investigation. There's a lot of research that goes into the places that they're going to investigate. They just don't walk into a historical building, for example, without knowing what's gone on there, or whomever has been in touch with the investigator. They give a background. This is what's going on. This is, what I think has happened here. Or, the researcher from the investigation team will, dig deeper, what exactly did happen in this area. So it's just not hocus pocus. It is just not, well, we're going to make up some stories and have a half hour of paranormal talk. You have to just listen to what we're all saying. And there's things that have been proven. And that's why I like it. I like this. I like learning. I like knowing about it all. And if, you just can't say, oh, hocus pocus when you haven't done your own research and learning. So that's my public announcement.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of that is people don't believe, but there's also a large number of people who just don't want to believe.
Well,
It's just, we should not dabble in that. We should leave that alone. That's
Right.
That's meant to be left alone. You have to be able to understand both sides too.
Yeah,
But
and that's fine. I mean, I know there's going to be people on both sides, yay and nay. But man, if you don't, that's keep going. That's all right. Kind of like I talk about the indie artists and different genres, and there's people who, you don't like one genre, all right, flip the station, go someplace else. So same with this. You don't believe, you don't want to listen. That's all right. Just flip the channel, but you're going to be missing out a lot. So what else? So go ahead.
I just ask people to keep an open mind.
That's it.
Because anything is possible. So just keep an open mind because, we know what we know.
Yeah.
You have your feelings. That's good.
Yeah.
It's like, there's Baskin Robbins has how many flavors of ice cream,
Exactly.
So it's like, that's all cool. It's okay. If you don't believe and you're not sure, just try to have an open mind.
Exactly.
That's all. That's all I ask.
And the three of you, you just didn't start this yesterday. Tony, how many years have you been an investigator?
oh God, I'd be at least 20 years now, if not more.
Right. And Karen?
It's not that I've done a whole lot of investigating. It's just that this has been my life.
There you go.
I've seen and heard and smelled and people my whole entire life. and it keeps going.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And George?
Oh, I don't know. Probably close to what Tony has.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you didn't wake up just yesterday saying, "Oh, I'm a paranormal investigator." All of
No.
you, and those other guests that we've had on. You've all had years in the paranormal investigating arena, which I find fascinating. So, what else can you tell us about other things that you may not want to do on an investigation?
For some things, number one, too, is making sure you have like-minded people on your team.
Okay.
It's good to have, everybody said they're skeptic, it's good to have different opinions and points of view, but make sure everybody has the same goal. Also, just having the same line of questioning. We always say that whatever investigation we go on, don't make it personal. Don't be asking questions about Aunt Sally, because if Aunt Sally's never been there, she's not going to be at the location unless she's attached to you. So we try to not make it personal. But number one, make sure you do your homework. Wherever you're going for an investigation, do your homework. Get the background history of the location, of the family, or whoever it is, the host that's hosting you there. Find out more about them. And then as you go into investigations, if you can pick up familiar names that they may have told you in different stories of people who may have lived there or worked there, it's good to do your background so that you have ammunition. Because if I go into a place and I know that, the homeowner said that their Uncle Bob, passed away in this house, we can say, "Hey, Bob, are you here?"
Right.
But again, you got to do your background information so that you don't walk into a place blind. George and I have experience in a place in Virginia that we went to, and no one did their homework, and we were really blindsided by what we went into, and it was a scary weekend, and we ended up leaving there wondering what we got ourselves into.
I know that story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. all the way up to a goat's head that was in the refrigerator.
I can't.
Yes.
Oh my God. No, but it's true. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Everything you just said, Tony. It's just with anything that you're going to take on, you want to know what you're getting into. And in order to do that, you have to do your research, do your homework, and find out where you're going to, et cetera, et cetera.
and you really can't make somebody go in. If somebody wants to do it and then they all of a sudden decide that they're not going to, let them go. Let them go sit in their car, let them do whatever they need to do, but don't make somebody go in and do it, because it's only going to heighten their fear.
Yeah.
And a lot of times things will gravitate to fear. And the more fear about it and the more anxious, the worse it could get. So it's better just to let people do their own thing, come in and earn their own.
Yep.
And not saying, well, you made me come here and I paid for this or whatever, if it's paid or if it's a free thing.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
You do what you need to do.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely. Because I feel like if somebody goes into that not wanting to, I'm sure it interferes with your investigation.
Yeah. See, I will never go to an insane asylum.
Well, I'm with
And
you
that's
on
just
that.
me. That's just me. I could never, ever do that. Now, I go to George's. That's fine.
That's about the closest you're going to get to one, right?
Yeah, but I won't go to.
You're scaring Debbie away.
I won't go to some kind of criminally insane or anything like that, because that, to me, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially
and
the
that's
old ones. Oh, it was awful.
Right.
No, I'm with you on that one, Karen.
I mean, my mom used to take us to Fort Delaware all the time, just because it was free when we were kids.
Right.
We'd go over to Fort Delaware.
Yeah.
Well, I hate Fort Delaware.
Oh.
I mean, I would go now, but the reason why I hated it was because when I was a kid, I could feel it and I knew it. And we could go back in the dungeons,
Oof.
really deep into where the jails were and everything. When we were kids, you could go in there.
Oh, wow.
And it was horrible.
Oh.
It was, I mean, just what was there was not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
And my mother used to make, oh, we're going to go to Fort Delaware. Isn't it going to be great? And I'm like, no.
Oh,
you can go there. We all swam across the river to run my house.
really?
So you're
Yeah,
safe.
I think so.
Oh, Lordy. And this is why I meet George and Paulette for lunch. That's it. Love you guys, but that no, it's not the reason. But it's okay. Oh, my gosh.
I've never had anybody hurt me at George's house. Only play with my hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, or they'll,
That
or
wasn't
they'll
George.
shut off a light, slam a door, or they'll hide something that you have. It's just annoying stuff. That's all.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have to just tell you guys. I don't know if you're familiar. Maybe George, you could, you and I could get Tracy and Tracy from Connecticut maybe to come on with you guys and talk about Fairfield Hills Hospital. It's in Fairfield, Connecticut. And for those who don't know, I am from Connecticut. And it,
Yeah, that would be great.
yeah, this Fairfield Hills Hospital was shut down because of the awful management and the abuse that the patients were going through. And it's empty now. It's been empty. Nobody wants it. Nobody's gone near it. Nobody's taken it over. I think it closed in 1960. It's been closed a long time. So I'm sure
What kind of hospital was it?
mental. It was a mental hospital. It was an
Mental?
asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Up in Newtown.
You won't see me.
No, I'm not. No.
I'm
not-
afraid somebody would come home with me. Actually, I really am. That scares me. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that, even though you do this your whole life, and you do these investigations, I don't know about anybody else, but you do get anxious.
Oh, I'm sure.
At least I do. I can get very anxious sometimes. And you just, and it's like, I might remove myself from everybody
Right.
because I'm getting anxious.
Right.
But it's like, until I get into that room or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, I'm here. All right, nothing's happening. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, now you can begin.
I hear you.
But it's like, even though I've done it all my, it's been all my life, and I have been doing paranormal probably for 10 years,
Yeah.
since I've moved down here. But, no, sometimes it's like, it's even we get nervous and anxious.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it can be crazy, and I know those that feel it like you, and it's there for you. It's again, people cannot. I know people are going to say, yeah, right, no, but for those of you that do feel it, know it, go through it. Yeah, it can be a little overwhelming, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to wind it down because it's almost 9:00. But George, we definitely have to put Fairfield Hills on our list to. This facility also had underground tunnels. Just throwing that out.
Awesome.
It sounds like me and Tony need to take a road trip.
Yeah, sounds like that. Yeah, love road trips. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that they have tunnels, I just might have to come.
It's
We can have a team. We got Karen, Tony, me, and Paulette. So there's a team.
there you go.
There you go.
I like it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And it's if you haven't
Just
been.
wrap me in bubble paper.
Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, and it's beautiful. The area that it is in, it's really, if you haven't been to Connecticut, it is a beautiful area. It's in Newtown, Connecticut. And the surrounding towns are just little quaint little towns. So yeah, we definitely have to put it on your list. You guys, and then you can report back to me.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
We could go. We could
Maybe
go up there.
we'll have to
and
do a podcast there.
No,
I was just
absolutely.
going to say that.
That's right.
We
Yeah.
could get hooked up with those two, and then we could do a podcast with them.
There you go. That will work.
Yeah.
We'll work on that for maybe in the springtime because it'll take us a while to connect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, I like this. I like this planning meeting. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. Our time goes by too quick. I'm looking forward to next month, and you'll be hitting right on the 27th of October, which is going to lead us right into that Halloween season. So we'll have to come up with a good one.
Oh, I got a couple ideas. We'll come up with something.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you both. Thank you all, Karen, Tony, and George. And I look forward to speaking with you all again.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
You are.
Thanks, Deb. Appreciate it.
Oh, you are welcome. You guys have a good night.
Lay around, I'm watching TV. Seems like nothing better to do. it comes to closing time. Just around closing time, everything's gonna be alright. Just around closing time, everything's gonna be alright. Take a look around, see the coast is clear now, 'cause the man will soon be there. Desperation, it crushes your mind sometimes, right around closing time. Just around closing time, everything's gonna be alright. Just around closing time, everything's gonna be alright. Let's get out of here, boys. Watch the TV, 'cause we'll all soon be there. Desperation, it crushes your mind sometimes, right around closing time. Just around closing time, everything's gonna be alright. Just around closing time, everything's gonna be.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's show. Special thank you to my guests, Asphalt Jungle Band, C Stevens, and the Paranormal Investigation team, George, Tony, and Karen, who joined me this evening as well. Great music, great conversation, another great show, if I do say so myself. And why not? Everybody have a great week. I will be talking at you next week. Have a good one.